MODEC provides complete solutions for the offshore oil and gas industry, including engineering, construction and operational services for floating oil and gas production systems like FPSOs, FSOs, TLPs, and production semi-submersibles. As offshore oil and gas development projects increase in scale and move into ultra-deep waters, our company's offshore floating systems have also increased in size and complexity to meet these needs. MODEC has an excellent track record of engineering, procurement, construction and installation projects, of delivering over 40 floating production units, and being highly valued by our customers in the offshore oil development industry. With over 150 years of accumulated operating experience on over 20 floating production units, MODEC is able to use the valuable data gained to further improve our EPCI projects and the operational services of our units. MODEC has a solid track record specializing in floating production systems for the development of offshore oil and gas fields. When looking at floating offshore oil and gas production, over 60% of the units used are known as FPSO, or Floating Production Storage and Offloading Systems. FPSOs are suitable for a large range of water depths and oceanic environmental conditions, and can be designed with the capability of staying on location for continuous operations for up to 20 years. FPSOs can be secured to the seabed via a variety of mooring systems, the choice of which is determined by the specific environment. FPSOs with turret mooring systems operate in a weather vaning mode, facing into the oncoming environment and minimizing external forces from waves, wind, and current by rotating around a turret-bearing system, enabling safe and stable operations even in harsh weather conditions, including 100-year storm conditions. Using this mooring system expertise, SOFEC, a subsidiary of MODEC, is capable of designing and providing mooring systems for any environmental condition. In recent years, in geographic areas such as offshore Brazil and West Africa, FPSOs have provided successful solutions to many challenging projects in regions with water depths in excess of 2,000 meters and oil reservoirs a further 5,000 meters beneath the seabed. Fluids that rise from subsea reservoirs include crude oil, natural gas, water, and impurities. Fluids flow up through flexible or rigid pipes known as risers into the FPSO. Crude oil is separated within the topsides production facilities on board the FPSO, stored in the internal tanks of the FPSO, and is offloaded onto shuttle tankers to go to market or for further refining on shore. TLP, or tension leg platforms, are bottom-moored floating structures connected to the seabed with steel pipes called tendons and kept moored by the tension created by forced buoyancy. They are well suited for deep water development and severe oceanic weather conditions, and are known for allowing very little vertical motion, which allows for the use of surface well trees. Fluid from subsea reservoirs flows up through the risers into the floating structure's production facilities, where the fluid is separated into crude oil and gas, which are then sent to land primarily by means of subsea pipelines. Semi-submersibles are excellent for use as hub facilities for oil and gas production. These floating structures have the lower half submerged in the ocean and typically ride the environment similar to a ship shape. MODEC has developed a proprietary semi-submersible design called the CP, Central Pontoon Semi, for use as a production platform. The CP Semi design has also been developed for use as a surface well tree solution in more benign environments. FLNGs, also known as floating liquefied natural gas, are floating production facilities where natural gas from subsea reservoirs is converted into liquid hydrocarbons to form a more practical means for storage transport. MODEC has high hopes for LNG as a major energy source of the future and has established a new position in the sector with the development of its very own safe and cost-effective solution known as MODEC Libro FLNG. MODEC is also investigating the use of other FLNG technologies. Worldwide energy consumption centering on oil and gas is rising along with increasing populations and improved standards of living in emerging nations. Thus, it is expected that offshore oil and natural gas fields will be actively developed, and the business surrounding floating oil and gas production facilities is expected to experience further growth in the future. In addition to offshore oil and gas with its floating production systems, as a leading company in this industry, MODEC applies its accumulated operational and design experience and expertise, as well as technology, to promote research and development of other energy sources, such as oceanic energy and seabed mineral resources.